Oh.
Yeah.
Fucking delicious.
These are going to be your wheel arches.
Yeah, so we've hacked up a trolley from an unknown supermarket. So what, you're taking, this is going to be the lower shape of the wheel arch. Hello everyone, I just wanted to jump in just before this one starts. I just want to thank everybody so much for supporting us over the last week, buying stuff from the shop. I absolutely can't believe the reception we got. It's incredible. I just wanted to say thank you. We're going to leave the shop open for another week because people are always asking, so one more week and then we're going to close the shop, and then we're going to spend all our time fulfilling orders. Also, I'm going to launch the Discord, so I'll drop the link below in the description. Don't think I've ever said that before, like that's very YouTubey. Also, I had Alexi ringing me from Noriara the other day over trying to launch a Patreon. He told me that I should do it, along with so many of you guys. Everybody, I've got Jimmy Oakes in my ear. I have all sorts of people telling me I should try to do this stuff full time. So, yeah, many people have asked, and I've decided that I would make a Patreon. So I've started it with 2 tiers. So there's like a €5 tier and an €11 tier. I just feel like that'd be enough. If you feel that these videos have brought value to you over the last 5 or 6 years, or you feel like if you met me somewhere, or one of us in a pub somewhere, and you wanted to buy us the price of a pint, now you can with the Patreon. I'm going to put some maybe private Patreon or Discord channels in there, and there'll be a lot of behind the scenes updates, early access to stuff, early access to videos and merch, and you'll have a say in what you want to see on the channel and with videos and that. So if you would like to subscribe to the Patreon, I will also leave a link in the description. Again guys, thank you so much. It's my dream to try and do this full time. I would love to bring you guys more of what we're already doing, more stories, more of all this stuff. Try to keep the overall integrity of the channel the same style, but just more of it with more time, so I'm not doing this like in the evenings in my spare time. It would be great to get to a point where I could actually just go and do this for a year and see what happens, and then reassess at the end of the year and see if it's working. So your contributions with the Patreon and then supporting the channel through the merch, like that could definitely see this happening. And yeah, I just have nothing but thanks to give you. So I won't say any more. Please enjoy Barry hacking up my arches with misery. There's plenty more rust and progress on the 86 coming. Barry, you're back.
I'm back, yeah. Back and baked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a while. We've had COVID and we've had all sorts of crap.
Yeah, COVID's been a wanker.
It has really fucked things up.
Like getting old, time passes quickly anyway.
Yeah.
Like with this COVID, it's just the last...
It's, you know what it feels like? Things have been in fast forward. You know the button on YouTube for just playing things like 0.5 speed or 1 by speed? That's what I feel the last 18 months has been, is just...
Yeah.
It's scary.
Especially with the routine. And now, you know, it's like fucking papers, please.
Yeah.
Having to fucking present your papers to go.
Did we think we'd be living in a real pathetic version of a dystopian future? It's actually kind of... I thought they'd just double down on it, you know, so it'd be really fucked up, but it's kind of just mild and kind of mediocre.
Yeah, it's not been too bad over here. Obviously, like, it still sucks not being able to go to places and stuff. But, I don't know. Like, a person is nice, but people suck.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm pretty sure people understand what I mean by that.
Oh, they definitely do.
Yeah.
This is kind of we've said it a few times, but this is the final phase of misery. We saved the worst, well, some of the best for last. Mm. So we're flaring the arches on the rear.
Oh, we're going to unflare them.
But we're going to...
So we can flare them. Because they've been flared badly. And as you can see, I'm pulling out, like...
Oh, Jesus!
Lumps of goodness.
So someone rolled it and then put a blob of sealer up there to kind of like...
To hold in all the moisture.
To hold in the moisture.
To make sure it rust properly.
Yeah. And you know what's great is people think...
Worked. Look, it worked nicely. It rusted very, very, very thoroughly.
Retained the moisture. Yeah. That's great. It's 4 years of doing this. I remember the first time we came... Yeah, man, 2017 we started this. Like, we've been at it a long time. Now, in fairness, the last 18 months has been pretty fucking...
Wiped off the fucking board.
like, we weren't out here and everyone was kind of spread out because you live away and we all live not near the shed.
Wind gap.
Yeah.
Out in the back of
yeah. And the one thing that people always say, which is like, surely your car is finished by now and it's on the road because you've been at it for so long, but...
yeah, sure, why don't you drive your Skyline or your Supra? Because clearly we're loaded, which we're not.
Yeah.
That's why I have to buy these.
Yeah, we have to buy shitters
and piecemeal away at them.
and try and they're fix-me-uppers.
Yeah. This one is full of the old coffee grounds as well. So.
Yeah, you love it. I think people that watch the channel kind of
understand.
Most of them get the buzz.
Yeah, I think so.
We're in strange times, guys.
Yeah, it is weird. It's definitely weird.
But when people see this video, I don't know what way it'll be because it'll probably be in a year.
It's all in between there. It'll all be the same. If I try and roll it, it'll just
start fucking.
Yeah, it'll split, and plus you can't roll rust. You'll hear it crunch as you.
Yeah, okay.
It, so we'll probably cut.
Zip it off.
Cut there to give us lots of access.
Yeah.
And we'll measure it so we're not just like randomly hacking lumps out of it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna rebuild it like with the older cars like this. You have the outer layer and the inner layer.
Yeah.
In there, and there's a pinch weld as they call it, or a spot weld for us Europeans. And then with the modern cars they're doing, the inner lip only comes to here, and they fold the outer lip around that.
Oh,
so
right.
2 layers, and they put like I'll get some. I have some stuff I can get you. Like a panel bonder that they put in between. So when it's all folded, that goes off.
Okay.
And it's like rigid.
Yeah.
And no moisture gets in. And it's how they do it with the modern cars.
Okay, yeah.
It's less prone to rust because you don't have gaps in between the spot welds.
Yeah, and then you have the singular piece that's
and
out
you've only
above it
got
then.
a thinner piece of,
Yeah.
a thinner arch, and you can roll that and get all your wheel clearance. Yeah, it should be nice.
Sweet.
I think it's the way to do it. I've done it a few times now, even on the other twin cam I did. That's the way I did it. I did his back arches. And you haven't got a load of fucking, like 4 layers of metal folded up. All that
and then when it hits
room
it, then
for
it'll
moisture.
just go, like, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
They like to fucking cave in up here somewhere. Back to the noise.
Back to chopping. So I guess it's not as bad as like cutting your roof off.
Yeah, I know where we've been now. I don't actually have that like feeling that you used to give me in my stomach where I go,
Yeah.
the heart sink.
You cut your roof off, man.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
And you cut the whole fucking front, like where the doors was the first day we were here. Remember that? This all needs to come off.
Yeah.
I actually have PTSD when I hear that sound now. It's great.
Yeah. And these things are pretty.
And here we go again. Like it's yeah.
Welp, as they say.
Because this is the only shit that like. The reason why we liked all this stuff is because it was very affordable and attainable and enjoyable. Mm-hmm. And now like.
And we remember them.
Yes.
Like my piece of shit. I remember. I can't remember the celebrity that was on the commercial, but I remember seeing the fucking commercial for that car.
Yeah.
The VTI or whatever was the English version. But it was fucking Vogue silver just like that.
Yeah.
It shows the engine, and I'm like, yeah, I remember that car when it was new, and I liked them then, and now I have one. But now.
But if you tried to get one now, like
I paid, I think it was like 3.8 or something.
Yeah.
For that. A few years ago, or 2 years ago, 3 years ago.
And now it's like worth.
And it needed work, but like I thought it was worth it, and I think it is. And now they're worth fucking
7, 8, 9, 10 grand, and every year, like
for a fucking 20-year-old shit Civic.
Yeah.
Cool engine. It's just a Tesco's car.
And then this was basically just an economy shitter from the 80s where they wanted to run out the last of the rear-wheel drive chassis, so they just made it interesting. And here we are, like 30 years on, and now it's really starting to spiral out of control. Like they were cheap fun, and now it's not cheap fun.
And like the scrappage scheme as well, and the recession. All those project cars that got fucking broke, never to return to the road again. Scrappage scheme killed all the donor shells.
Yeah.
For the likes of, well, maybe not so much this,
but all those
Civics,
yeah,
the English spec saloons,
because they were worthless.
Yeah, English spec fucking EGs and all that. They're worth nothing, but they're essential when you're trying to restore, like
to get cuts off them.
Japanese SIR, or
because there is no cuts. You actually can't find front panels or like. The misery you'd have going looking for cuts for us.
Because it all got fucking sold off during the scrappage scheme.
And just squashed.
Yeah, and now it's all like a cheap penknife from China. It's not a car.
Yeah.
So it's a shame. Oh, you can hear that.
Oh yeah.
Once the airplane passes. Oh no.
Oh no, you can definitely hear that. You can just hear you can see it starting to fall out through little gaps as well. And so will some of the sand.
There's some sand as well.
Still.
So we've Sahara and vintage coffee grounds.
That is beautiful.
Lovely. really, really sharp.
Oh yeah.
Cut through the poo.
Lovely.
Like, in fairness, it's not the worst. Like, it probably would have been fine had it not been rolled by animals.
Yes.
Or just rolled at all, to be fair.
Yeah. It was probably rolled when these were fucking like $2,000 and
Yeah. But that's, like,
all right.
not bad at all.
Yeah, it's just rust sticking
Lucky I didn't fucking chew it up too much.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll cut the flappy bit off.
Yeah.
And we'll ditch that. And once the inside isn't, you know, super badly pitted, we'll keep that. We'll cut the flange off and then we'll make a new arch and just roll that over that.
Okay.
With the special 2-pack magical glue.
Yes. Someone said a good comment though when I put up the thing about the quarters, and they were like, well, think of all the entertainment you got out of doing this together. I know it's been long, but if you had the quarters, it would have been done in about a month or two. And we've kind of created a whole saga of bullshit out of this fucking car, which is...
Oh yeah, doing it the misery way. Doing it the hard way.
Is good and bad.
Fuck off. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Every
That's
twin
where
cam. See those twin cams that lads have on, you know, was it BOTB?
Yeah.
Oh gee, she's a clean example, fucking buy your tickets now.
Lies.
Every fucking one of them. Every one of them. That's what 30 grand or 20 grand or whatever, that's what it gets you. In between every spot weld.
It looks like that.
It looks like that.
And that's what it looks like on the back.
So there's your original Toyota whatever, and then there's your original Irish rust. 30 grand, lads. She's a fucking steal.
They love to rust, man.
Yeah, they do. And I'm not shitting on them because I love these pieces of poo. But just, you know,
Be realistic.
be realistic. Stop spending 30 grand on that. Because, you know. Yeah. That's grand.
It looks lovely, actually.
Yep.
I was expecting worse.
I was expecting
Because it looked like...
horror story.
It looked like just the worst thing in the world on the outside.
Yeah, it's pretty crispy.
Which seems to be a recurring theme.
Like, you know,
Yeah.
all told, that's... If it hadn't been rolled, this would probably have been alright.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it would have been perfect, but it wouldn't have been like that.
Yeah.
Bumper tab,
Oh, yeah.
mint.
It's fucking crispy, isn't it?
Scabby gabby. See, that's what does it. See how it's like porous
Yeah.
and spongy, and the water just sits in it. 'Cause you know, like in the cars when you're sweating and hot, it all sits on these inner panels.
And then drips down.
It runs down, and then there was your sealer, just sits there and collects. And
That's factory sealer, is it?
yeah.
So they just blob that in just to join them, and then that's where all the moisture hangs out and rots it from the inside out.
Yep. Pretty much. It's a shame. You should have done like the DeLoreans, just made all the cars out of stainless steel.
Imagine.
It's been so cool. One side, primer and paint. Oh.
Yeah. And like you showed me before, anything that shows its head from the inside out usually means that the back of it is like
Pure
beyond shit. Beautiful.
Just unplug Barry White here. Yeah, Barry White, man.
Is Barry White on?
Yeah, it's kind of an eclectic fucking Never Gonna Give You Up by Barry White.
Nice.
I like lo-fi hip-hop.
So do I.
I don't know if that's bad, but I really like
I
it.
just like that it's background noise. It's like
Yeah.
white noise almost. How is she, Bar? Bad. Oh, Jesus.
See how it's black?
Yeah, so that's a quarter.
Yeah, she got a quarter.
Yeah. Which made that look like that.
Other than that, she's mint.
She's worth 30 grand, lad.
30 grand, lads.
All day. Every rolled arch, everywhere.
Like, I watched a YouTube vid recently, and I wish I could remember his name, but I fucking can't. But this guy bought a GTR 32.
Oh, the white one.
The white one.
I seen it, watched it.
The poor
I
bastard.
felt bad for him, man.
And he had a fucking, the engine was wanked as well.
Yeah.
But the body, the arches were just made of filler.
Yeah.
And
And it came from like the snowy region or something, Hokkaido, so the thing was like really badly.
And your man's walking around the car like, rust is minimum.
Yeah, and he keeps repeating that, yeah.
And I put a comment, fucking trust is to a minimum. Because it totally is after fucking seeing shit like that. Like,
I feel bad for him.
yeah, like, you know, you walk around the car, oh, rust is to a minimal, and then you get it home and like, oh, mint.
Because you know what, someone could have just like done a quick job on this yoke, gave it a paint job, and then or we could have even done that, and then flogged her on.
In 4 days, 5 days,
It would
we
look
could have
like-
had this looking fucking spesh.
Yeah.
And you would not have fucking, oh,
Nah.
30 grand,
Yeah.
here you go.
Yeah.
And then 6 months later, just,
Yeah, because that's what's hiding there. Like, it didn't look like that. And you know what's funny? This side
better.
was the clean side. Look at that. So there you go, lads. What's the thing we've learned here about 86s?
nothing.
No.
You're still spending money on it.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, you're right though. Like, this could have been a dickied up car and off.
Yeah.
Since you've shown me all this over the last few years, I can't look at a car the same as I used to look at it before I started doing stuff like this. Because, you know, you just get like rosy-eyed. You're like, oh, wow. But now I start thinking about all those spot welds, and I start thinking about places where...
Those shit boxes.
Yeah. Thank God it doesn't really faze me anymore.
Looking at rust on YouTube. That's how bad it is.
86 rust.
Rust layers deep.
So there's rust inside the chassis legs where we'll never get to.
It's built into your car as standard.
Yeah.
Mint.
Well, I think that one came from an S14 along with those two resonate doors.
That's going to be a problem.
You love buying stuff. Oh shit, sorry, cut. No. Yeah, that's faster.
Geez, you'd never know, hey.
Awesome.
I'm just texting them now to say robbing part of your trolley.
These are going to be your wheel arches.
Yeah, so we've hacked up a trolley from an unknown supermarket, and
Visualize the wheel.
it just says visualize shopper marketing specialists.
Visualize the wheel arches.
So now so what, you're taking, this is going to be the lower shape of the wheel arch.
Yeah, we're going to bend. I guess we'll trim this,
Yeah.
and then we'll get back to you.
Yeah.
So, with the magic of editing, see you in a minute.
Yeah, see you in a minute.
I'm gonna vomit this piece off.
Ah,
It was
yeah.
rolled before.
Yeah.
Obviously that sealer is what was meant to stop the water getting in there.
So yeah, we're making a new kneel arch for the shitbox. So yeah, I may as well show you.
Yeah, let's see.
So that's why we cut up a shopping trolley. We're gonna weld that to the very edge,
Yeah.
and then we can set, you know, we can measure, we'll lift the wheel all the way up to the bump stops, then we can measure like off the lines on the tire, center the exhaust, center the axle, make sure everything's mint, and then we'll tack that to the edge.
Yeah.
So it's the shape we want, and then once we're happy with it, we just plate it out and
Yeah, there's your arch.
you have a nice round bead for your line, and it's nice and strong, and it'll look mint, and it'll have a shopping trolley in it, which is always cool.
Yeah, this car has some pretty funny stories as is, so
Honda bonnet.
yeah.
Downhill
ditch,
racing.
Honda bonnet,
Shopping cart.
Yeah. What was
ditch.
that Carts of Darkness, was it? Did you ever see that, Barry?
No.
The fucking hobos in Vancouver that race down this massive hill. It's called Carts of Darkness. people they have done it before, though. Like this has.
This is old school, man.
Okay.
This is what they'd have done back in the day.
Even if you look at that Iowa Harrier, the
Yeah.
really low 13.
Yeah.
They built it up. They
I see. Yeah, they made it out of wire.
They made the wire first, and then they put the steel into it.
Yeah.
We're fucking welding shopping trolleys into the car.
You know, I put the quarters in because this is all fine,
Yeah.
and I put those quarters in, and then I'm just gonna beat the shit out of them to look like this
Yeah.
anyway.
Anyway,
So
I think the way we're going is very entertaining.
it'll be fine, man.
We've already had some entertaining journeys to get stuff for the car, so
Like yeah, we've ditch leg, we've fucking Honda bonnet kind of.
there's
dotted around
other
the
bits
car.
of other 86s and
Yeah.
fucking. Yeah, that's nice, man.
So yeah, like fucking dash. We'll tack it in place, and yeah, that'll be your arch on.
You're just matching the profile of the inner skin.
Trying.
Yeah.
Stiff.
It's tough stuff.
Well, sure, they're designed to last for at least a decade in a canal. So they're pretty well made. Like they're zinc coated and everything.
I like that we just have it on show and we're laughing about it.
There's a trolley in the car.
There's a trolley in the car.
Like, do you know, man?
Yeah. I fucking do, Bar. It's good, isn't it?
Yes, it is. You want to tub them up?
It's clear enough. Like
Into your room.
yeah.
Yeah. It's good,
That's
isn't
as
it?
low as you're gonna have the car anyway, isn't it? At that, like.
Yeah, it'll be probably just a little bit up into the arse,
Yeah.
but that's it.
It's fucking loads.
You're going to run that size tyre the whole time. Like.
Yeah, it's going to be a 185. Yeah, yeah.
You have loads of room there.
So then you're just bridging the gap.
Yeah, just like, you know, put that on, but not this bit. But,
Yeah.
You know, and the kink won't be in it. Just bridge that. When we're happy with it, I'll seam weld all this from the inside to that, and then we just weld that to that, and then you've got a nice bit of bale
Yeah.
as your edge, so it's nice and round. It'll be fucking schmint. So yeah, no Foley. So yeah, we totally changed our plan basically, didn't we? From
Yeah.
the bullshit we were telling you earlier. We should probably leave that in too.
We'll leave it all in.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, we were like, yeah, we're gonna roll it, glue, it's gonna be awesome.
And then you ended up putting a Tesco trolley.
And we made it sound professional, like, nah, let's not do the professional, let's weld a trolley into it. Yeah. It's definitely the better way to put trolley in it, I think.
the stronger way.
Yeah. Plus, like I said, it's easier to, like, do the arch shape this way, because it's up to us, so you just bend the rod. Whereas when you're folding it, it can kind of go,
Yeah, you can get shitty like that.
yeah, it can go awry.
Tesco's better watch out for their trolleys going missing now.
Suddenly,
Imagine
yeah.
cutting their fucking arches out and welding in, like,
I've seen the juice box.
all these trolleys.
Yeah, nah, most lads probably think we're fucking mental and they'd be like, jeez lad, a good car and you're doing that to it now and...
I wouldn't be putting a trolley in myself, no.
Yeah, they're a bit mad them fellas now, you know, like, questionable ways of doing stuff.
Even at that, with just like one layer tacked on. She's schmint.
Well, solid.
Fuck off.
Goodbye! Thank you.